gonna be honest. I spread some rumors.
She showed you her vagina?
She did spread
equal?
It was like,
whoa!
There's been a lot of niceties, okay? We've been very nice to each other.
Not on my watch. Bitch, he was in my man's restaurant with a bitch. He came up to...
You're shocked? You're shocked?
Ready to leave Gollum and take half of his money? Bitch, where is the train? I'm getting on it.
I want my 20%, bitch.
What's up, y'all? It's Brian Keith, and I'm back with another video. And today we'll be looking at the Real Housewives of Potomac, episode 16 of season 7. And Robin, baby, Miss Robin, we about to talk real quick. Y'all like, comment, subscribe. Let's get into the video.
Let me check my shit real quick. Hotter than the fire coming out my flaming lips. You wanna play with me? You can't play in me. On the playground, bitch, you can't play with me. Got it, want it, securing the bag.
Yeah, Robin, we about to talk because, ma'am, you. Okay, I'm not gonna sit here and say that Karen was lying per se, but I mean, Karen wasn't lying, because how are you going to sit up here and tell us, oh, that is so crazy, a woman in Georgetown that was talking to Wanda, walking around, ooh, right, saying, making it sound like so ridiculous, but then you go on your podcast, you know, what is it, Reasonably Shady, no plug, and you know, expose your own tea. I don't know, y'all, but let's get into this episode. So Robin, she's over here. She meet Ashley and Giselle down at, you know, the wedding store, looking at wedding dresses. I choose number 1. I think that was the best dress that she had on. Ashley spills the tea about, you know, Mia and Wendy. You know, I guess they over here looked at each other cuckoo, nanas. Who knows? They really haven't explained what happened or transpired, but you know, it is what it is. And you, like I said, you know, they might have bumped kitty cats, you know, munch. But it's just funny because I'm with Giselle. Like, how do y'all go from tossing drinks to tossing salads? I mean, I'm just asking that question. Like, how did we go from point A to point B so quick? Right? So, like I said before, Robin and Giselle, basically, Giselle asked permission for Robin to have a bachelor party. She's like, girl, we want to throw your bachelorette party, this, that, and the third. And I'm like, okay, cool. Giselle is like, well, who's not coming? And I just felt like at the end of the day, she should have just invited everybody. Like, maybe not Karen, cool. Y'all had this whole blow up in Mexico, cool. But like, my whole thing is, I get not liking Wendy. You don't like Wendy, cool. Y'all not cool. Cool. You don't want to invite her. Cool. I'm cool with that. The part that I'm irritated on is, don't use no BS excuse and talk about, well, she was laughing at me. Girl, the whole world was laughing. It was funny. Like, first of all, it was ridiculous what Karen was saying. It's just funny because, girl, we know that you was over here lying. So we see Candace and Chris, they have lunch at home, and they talking about, you know, so we see Candace and Chris at home, and they're basically talking about, you know, the schedule and itinerary for the video release and the album release party. Basically, she's re-releasing her album Deep Space, the deluxe version. So I mean, her album was good. I like to have a few songs in my playlist. So, you know, I think Candace, out of all of the housewives that dabbled in, you know, making music, auto-tune, stuff like that, I think Candace has been the most successful that have dabbled in it. Not the ones that came from music, but the ones that dabbled in it. So she filled her husband in on, you know, all the stuff that happened in Mexico. She's like, yeah, you know, the girls over here throwing each other's tea.
So how was Mexico? What'd you guys do?
Listen, the old ladies was fighting.
You know, Karen and Wendy, they basically go out to lunch, and I think this is like their second interaction this season alone. And they basically talk about how, you know, Karen and Charisse and Robin basically got into it. And Candace talk about, you know, the rumors and how people don't believe the rumors. And Chris is like, y'all always go after the husband.
Juan was like cheating on Robin with some woman and they were walking together in Georgetown.
Of course. Why?
And I feel like this is one of the reasons why Juan's not on the show. I feel like Juan's not on the show because he knows that people are going to bring up his tea every time, either about Cop and State, him being broke, him cheating. I mean, it's an easy read at this point, just like Michael Darby. So Ashley calls Karen and bitch. So Ashley calls Karen and Ashley tells them that, you know, y'all both aren't invited to this whole bachelorette party. I don't know why.
It was a group chat Giselle sent out about a bachelorette party for Robin, but you guys are noticeably not on the chain.
Wendy feels like, you know, she feels slighted. And she's just like, Robin, I thought we were getting cool. I thought we were supposed to be cool. I thought we were in a better place. So what's the deal? And my whole thing with Wendy is like, Wendy, you know you're not really cool with Robin. So even though y'all were cool, you don't want to go nowhere. Like I don't see that, and that's the thing with Wendy and Candace. It's like, y'all know these girls have threw y'all, stabbed y'all in the back, talked about your family, talked about your careers. Why do you even want to be in their presence? If I don't like you, I don't want to be in your presence. So I'm just like with Candace, I look at her sideways sometimes because I'm just like, if you don't like Giselle so much, how can you even go to a bachelorette party with her, kiki with her, over here?
You break bread with her.
It's weird to me. But, you know, then we see Mia and, you know, Jizzy. So Mia's hosting Giselle, and it's the first time out there that she's at her house, and Giselle brings up that, you know, the last night in Mexico was, you know, crazy. Like, what do y'all do? And, you know, that's by way of Ashley. And Giselle tells her that, you know...
Okay, fine. I was spreading rumors that y'all had sex. Okay, I did.
That, you know, you and Wendy, y'all had sex. And she's like, oh, no, girl, we didn't have sex, but Wendy did voluntarily show me her cootie-coo. And she's like, what? Like how's she doing? She said she used spread wide eagle.
Like, spread eagle? He was like, no.
Mm-hmm. Now, it's like, do I believe that happened like that? No. Because I know how Mia can omit certain things and also how she can lie quickly. But do I feel like something like that happened? Yes, off the simple fact when Wendy was in her confessionals, she didn't give a definitive yes or no. I feel like if it was me, you don't like somebody and they say, oh, you did this, no, I didn't, lying. But she never confirmed or denied. So that's why I'm just like, maybe something like that happened. Mia tells the producers that, you know, Wendy touched her. Nah. I'm like, girl, y'all really want to be lesbians so bad, but you know, it's whatever. Giselle said, you know, Karen and Wendy are not coming to the bachelorette party, and Mia's just like, well, you know, Jacqueline's not coming either. And I talked to Jacqueline. She called and apologized. And when she was like, yeah, Jacqueline's over here calling and apologize about her behavior. And that was like, for me, it's like, I have questions because it's like, how are you going to sit up here and it's just like the same thing with Salt Lake City with Angie K with Jen. How can one thing happen or whatever? They talk about a build-up. We don't know the build-up. Y'all know it, but one thing happened with these cameras and now y'all want to blow their spot to smithereens. It's weird for me, and I'm just like, what's the end goal? Like, what are you trying to do? Because it just seems weird. And don't get me wrong, Mia is rude and mean to Jacqueline, but I mean, Jacqueline, if you're gonna stand up for yourself, then girl, that's you, sweetie. So we head over and we see Dr. Wendy. She is basically speaking about, you know, Robin and not her grievances with Robin and just like them not moving forward. She's just like, okay, you know, I thought we're in a better place. We thought we were cool. And I'm just like, I just want Wendy to realize, like, you see where y'all at. Y'all know where you at. You should have noted it. Like, okay, noted, and let it be that. It's the day of the bachelor party. All the girls are showing up to the bus. Everybody looks cute. Candace, for me, I just love her whole fit. Sharice still look like out of place. You know, maybe she come back next season, maybe she'll get it together, but she just looks out of place every time. So Ashley gets on the bus, and why did Ashley and Mia, it literally was, they copied each other's outfit. Well, I don't know who wore it first, but you know, classic case of who wore it better, right? So for me, I feel like Mia wore it better because Mia just filled more of the garment out. She has more of the hips, the va-va-voom. You know, Ashley has a beautiful body, but it's just very much, you know, Michael liked it. So yeah. But my whole thing with Candace is, like I said before, I had to question her motives sometimes, because Candace has gotten to it with almost all these women, and she's currently going at it with Giselle. So why are you so comfortable around her eating lobster and chicken and this and throwing ass and titties and talking to Giselle? I'm just like, I don't know, she's just trying to play the game, but Candace, it makes you look a little fake. And I'm just like, I'm a Candace stan. I love me some Candace, but it's just weird to me. We basically see Karen doing her, like, her packaging to her for her candles, and it was a cute thing, She was like, well, I probably didn't get invited to the bachelorette, but I did what I had to do. Go ahead, Karen. So the girls get to the strip clubs, and some of the girls, they walk in, they see the girls just shake, 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 shake. Mouths start watering. I'm like, ooh. Oh, is that something you want to tell us? What do y'all want to tell us? Because y'all look very intrigued, right? Oh, Robin was all on that stripper. She got up. She was like, so throwing the money in the stripper. Robin looked like she wanted too much. Okay. But then we see Charisse. She talks to Ashley about Michael. And for me, Ashley talks about him. She's like very nice, very gleeful, very like laughy, giggly.
Yo, Michael!
We've just been... Because he told me that he's not, I felt guilty, and I was like, okay, well, then I'll stop.
And I'm just confused with Ashley's decision. Are you getting divorced? Are you not? Like, what are you trying to do? Because the way she's talking, she's trying to talk around the situation and try to be nice to him and save his feelings. And I'm just like, girl, you look dumb. Because when Candace was just like, well, girl, you're not dating because you say Michael isn't dating. But I saw Michael bring a girl in my dude's restaurant last week, and she wasn't cute. So yeah, now Ashley mad. Like, I can't believe I'm giving this guy my time and he's lying to me.
Don't tell me one thing and then I hear another thing. You know what I mean? Like, just be honest. Like, just say, yes, I'm somebody, or I'm out with somebody. Like, just say that.
Girl, and like Cherie said, you don't have a right to be mad. If y'all getting divorced, what you mad for, babes? What are you mad for? One, and two, why don't you just move on with your life? And that it actually tears my nerves to pieces. Okay. So Giselle brings up Karen, and Charisse then talks about, the whole mess. And she's like, yeah, Karen is just a drunk. Everybody knows her. A lot of people love to say this, everybody. We don't know who everybody is. We still don't know who everybody is. Like, everybody knows that she does this.
The last time I was at a club, I was with that bitch, Karen Huger, that grand dog.
And then Charisse brings up that, Karen was sleeping around with men in some of the workers in the bathroom.
In Potomac, she's known for somebody that just gets drunk, was f***ing a worker in the bathroom.
I'm just like, I'm not mad. I'm like, girl, what you got to do? I'm not gonna sit here and say like, oh my God, Karen. But I think Mia hit it right on the head when she just like, like this whole Blue Eyes character and everything. Mia hit it on the head. If Ray loves Karen and Ray is of a particular age, like everybody said, Ray can't even climb up the stairs. Ray can't even sit down on his own. And you mean to tell me that Ray's over here, Karen? Now maybe Ray could be using, he could be, he could be, but I don't see it. I never did. But cause Karen is like, over the years, I think it happened like season 4, she started being a little bit more sexual in a way that she expresses herself. I'm just like, girl, who are you doing this with? Cause it ain't right. I know for a fact. And as all the girls are talking, Charisse was being very defamatory towards Karen, and it's just like one of those things that I just like, Charisse, if you go to the reunion and you don't stand 10 toes in this, don't bring Charisse back. I'm on the borderline of bringing Charisse back, but at the end of the day, especially we're almost 8 seasons, and there's only been like one new person besides Wendy and Mia. Like, for me, I feel like I like the girls how they are. I feel this is a great cast. I feel they can open up another spot for 8 women and have Jacqueline and Charisse fight for it. and then figure something out. I mean, I want to see more Jacqueline because, yeah, I feel like she can really go there with Mia. But yeah, y'all, what do you guys think about the whole situation with this episode? Because y'all already know that Robin is married now. And we're about to get into the whole situation with Robin and Juan with this whole... My whole thing about it is Juan over here got mad at Karen for bringing up the whole girl in Georgetown, but quote unquote, to be honest, it was kind of true. And then Robin, you look foolish because you over here talking about, well, you know, at the end of the day, the girl was begging and she wanted a moment and trying to eat off of our name. Girl, so you want to get mad at the girl for your husband stepping out on you? Yes, it might be the girl knew y'all married, this and the third, but at the end of the day, your husband knew you were married too. So for you just to give this man a pass and act like he just, you know, Juan was just being dumb, he was just being an idiot. Robin, when I tell Robin takes 10 steps forwards, right? And then she just slips every time and take 400 steps back. But y'all, let me know what you guys think about the episode and about Robin's little secret she let out. But y'all, like, comment, subscribe. I see you guys in the next video. Peace.